Every day, I tell y'all, every day above ground is such a good day. You know, um, it just really is. Not that anything like good happens, but just seeing the beauty in life, you're just like, wow, it is such a good day. It really is. One second while I finish this Coke. Oh, excuse me. I really don't like to drink out of cans, but when it's the last resort, it's the last resort. Yeah, just because you know what it is, you just can't see through it because you don't know if something's in it. Because like, yo, call me paranoid, call me stupid, call me whatever you want, but not call me late for dinner. But hearing all these stories years ago about people finding stuff in their cans of soda, people finding stuff in the Capri Sun, people finding stuff in candy, I'm like, I hope I never ever find anything in it. And maybe, of course, it's not factually proven, but still, I don't want to find nothing in my soda, nothing in my candy, nothing. That's why lately I started drinking out of bottles. And so, because I'm like, I can see it, even though it's dark soda or whatever it may be, I can see it. So I know that whether I'm going to be putting something into my mouth or I can stop it beforehand, right? Oh, I can't even think of that. Um, what's going on, guys? How you guys doing? It is Perkins. It is all things Perkins. I hope that y'all are ready. Hopefully that y'all are prepared for this. Listen, on the podcast channel. I'm trying to get some views on that. I really think I'm doing a good job, but since I didn't get no views, I don't really think I'm doing a good job. So go to YouTube backslash because it's that one, or is it? Okay, it's that one, right? So it's the diagonal line, and then you're gonna go to at Perkins Talks, and then you'll see my podcast channel. Follow that channel. Trying to get the views up on there. I'm trying to get the views on just a regular video. Nobody's watching my stuff. Oh, my shoulder hurts. Anyway, um, yeah, go over there and check out the videos that we have over there. I really think the stuff is nice. I really think the stuff is good. So you definitely want to go head over there and go check that out. You understand what I'm saying? Great. Now for today's video, in the season, right? 'Cause that's what we call it, right? Christian Lango is so funny, right? Christian Lango, Christianese, right? It's just so funny the way we just put things. But anyway, in the period of my life that I'm at right now, I've come to realize that there's times that I want what I want and I want it now, or there's times that I want what I want and I don't want to wait for it. Even though waiting for it may actually be a better choice, even though waiting for it may actually be the greater choice, even though waiting is something that we all hate to do, but it's something that we must do at certain times. You understand what I'm saying? Because I know that you know that the moment that you've waited for something, it became better for you. It became a better option for you. It was different, right? Because you've waited, and it became a little better, right? Um, and in this period that I'm in life, I started to realize because for me, I want the better job. For me, I want the more money job. For me, I want to go here, go there, do this, do that. But I think that a lot of times that God has to humble us, or God has to bring us down to reality and say, listen, you might want that, but why don't you try to handle the little? Why don't you try to handle the small things first before I can give you a better job? Why don't you try to handle a job that's paying you 14 an hour, 15 an hour, 13 an hour? Oh Lord Jesus. Do not give me a job that pays 13 an hour, please, Lord. Anyway, I just had to talk to God real quick. But it's all about how can you handle something so little? How can you handle that little pay advance, right? Before you get into your 16-hour job, before you get into the 18-hour job, the 20-hour job, 25 an hour job, the $30 an hour job. Come on, Jesus, bless me with that, Lord. Like, are you handling those? Are you handling the little bit of finance that you have before you step into something greater? Are you? Oh, excuse me. I had to stretch real quick. Are you handling that in the right way? Or are you still living paycheck to paycheck or direct deposit to direct deposit? Right? Because we elevate in life, right? We don't live paycheck to paycheck no more. We don't do checks no more. We go from direct deposit to direct deposit now, right? That's just how we elevate ourselves in life, right? We become different now. Now we're on a whole nother level now. We're on a whole nother playing field now. We don't do no checks no more. That was back in the early 90s, late 90s, maybe early 2000s. Now we elevate ourselves. Now we own direct deposit to direct deposit. That's how we live our lives, right? We spend all the money real quick, and then, oh man, I can't wait for next week. Can't wait for next week. I get paid. I get paid. It's like, what? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? But anyway, so I think that we as individuals, we all want the best for ourselves. I think that as as individuals, we all want something greater for ourselves, right? It's almost like a parent saying to a child, "Hey, I'm not going to give you what you want, but I'm going to give you what you need, because what you need is greater than what you want. You want this, but yet I know what you need. I know what you need to survive. I know what you need to get through this. I know what you need to get through the storm. You may not understand it, or you may want this, but I'm trying to get you to understand that your need is actually greater than your want. Your wants, you could put that aside and hope to God that you're going to get it later on in life. But what you need, I'm going to give it to you right now. What you need, I'm going to help you right now. What you need, I am going to give to you. But what you want is something totally different, something totally opposite. And there's nothing wrong with wanting this, or wanting the better job, wanting that, wanting this, wanting the one that had paid you more, wanting to work 40 hours, wanting to do that. There's nothing wrong with that. But in a season of small and a season of less work, could you try to do personal stuff that will build you up, that will build your future up, that will build your family up, that will allow you to spend more time with your family and cultivating your family, shaping your family, molding your family to the way that it's supposed to be. Instead of always being at work, instead of always saying, "Oh, I can't do this because I'm always working," or "I can't do that because I'm always working. I don't have the time because I'm always working." Are you understanding what I'm saying? Because when you have less time at work, you can do what you need to do in your home life. You could do what you need to do in your personal time, because you have more time now. So if you're working part time, okay, that may stink. That may, that may, fuck. But you know what? Now you have time to say, you know what? Wow, I wonder if I could build a business. I wonder what it would take to build a business. Let me go get a book about that. So you go get the book, start reading. Oh, that's what I'm gonna say. Okay. Oh, that's what. Okay. Okay. Oh, and I can do that. Mm, okay. Now you gotta think about, man, what am I good at? What am I good at that I could bring to the people now? Hmm. I like to cook. I like to bake. I like to make things. I like to do this. I like to do that. I like to talk to people. I like to I like to be a friend to somebody. So how can I do that? Okay. So now you start to develop that. That's why spending less time at work, fine, sure, whatever. Give me the less hours. You only give me 32 hours, that's fine. And guess what? Now I have the rest of the week of how many hours in a week. Now I have the rest to really put together a business plan and try to see how I can start a business, how I can start to bring more income into my house, how I can start to live a financially free life. So there's times that you're going to have to accept the little so that you can become better, so you can become greater. It's not a pride thing. Let's humble ourselves. But this is what it's all about. If they want to give you less money, if they want to give you less time, just take it. Because now you have time for your kids. Now you have time to work on yourself. Now you got time to discipline yourself. Now you have time to focus on you, whether it be spiritually, whether it be physically, whether it be mentally, whether it be socially, whether it be just be individually, whatever it is. You have time for you now. And in this process that I'm in right now, this stage of life, this season of life that I'm in, I started to realize that. I started to realize that it's okay that I don't have a $2,000 check. It's okay that I don't have $1,000 check, but I know that I could start working on my business. I could start putting out more videos on YouTube, which I started to do. I can start to see if I could write a book, how I could write a book, how would that look like. But if I'm always at work, if I'm always working, could I really do that? Not really. I mean, yeah, but not really. Because most of my time is spent at work. And if I'm at work, then I got to focus on work things. I can't always focus on personal things at work. It doesn't flow like that. It doesn't roll like that. It doesn't run like that. Yes, there's times in your mind that you can start thinking about a business idea like, oh man, oh, let me write that down. Blah, 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 blah. All right, I got that down now. So now when you go home now, right? Now you've written a business idea now. So now when you go home, even though it may be less time away from your family, or maybe when the lights go off in your house, now you could go to a quiet place and say, okay, so this is my business idea. Okay, how can I formulate this? How can I put this here? How can I do this? How can I? And of course, it's going to make you more tired, but at the end of the day, you're still thinking about stuff that will generate more wealth and more income into your family, into your household. And you could put your name on it. You could put your name on it. That's the most important thing. putting your name on something so that now when you've come to a certain place in life that you want to retire, you build your business up and it has your name in it somewhere, and now it's yours. So you can retire with honor, you can retire with dignity, knowing that you've done something to build your name. You've done something to build your personal name, and it is yours. You put your stamp of approval on it, it's yours. You put your last name on it, your first name on it, it's yours. You put all the sweat, all the time in it, it's yours. No one can take that away from you. Maybe the government, but not really if you're doing the right thing. If you're doing the right thing, it's yours. Boom, boom, boom. Stamp of approval, it's yours, ladies and gentlemen. And that's how life needs to be, man. That's how life needs to be. It stinks to high heaven to take a lower pay, to take less time at work, meaning like less hours and stuff. All of that stinks to high heaven. But there is a greater plan. There is a greater purpose. You need to figure out both. You need to figure out the plan and the purpose. And you need to formulate that. Formulate it and figure out how you can become a name. Not just your name, but a name. So that now you can say, wow, I've done good in life. I've done good in life. I can't wait. This is going to be exciting. This is going to be great. But if you're spending all your time at work, do you really want to come home and really think about a business idea? Do you really want to come home and think about this? No, because all you want to do when you go home, that's what you want to do. You just want to put your head back. You want to go to sleep. You want to relax. You don't want to hear no noise. You want to declutter your mind. You want to free your mind of it all. You want to write. You want to think about business. You want to read. No, you don't. You just want to sit back and relax. Probably turn on the TV because you know that once you watch that one show, you're going to be out. Once you watch that one show, you know it's going to put you in a relaxing mode and you can just pass out. So that's why working less, doing less hours, I won't say putting less effort because that's not true. Because I believe we all put in the effort that we can at our jobs, you know. I got something in my eye now. But you have to learn to accept something small now for a greater purpose in the future. Yes, I'll accept the small check. I'll accept the part-time hours. But you know what? This is good because it's going to help me later on in life. It's going to help me when I need it the most. It is. I know it. So I'm putting my trust in that. I'm putting my hopes in that. That it will be greater. It will be better in life later on. I know. I know for a fact, without a shadow of a doubt, people, it will be better on. And you gotta be optimistic about it, right? You gotta be optimistic about everything. Listen, y'all, it's Perkins Talks, all things Perkins. Mr. P, Mr. CP. I'm glad that y'all have decided to join me on this video. If you like it, subscribe, share, or hit the subscribe button, y'all. We're on our way to 200 subscribers. Oh my gosh, wow, so exciting to say that. We're on our way to 200 subscribers, y'all. So please subscribe. I'm gonna say it one more time. Subscribe, y'all. And share the video. Share the channel with somebody. Let people know what we're doing over here. Merch available. Go shop PerkinsCloset.com. I'm out of here, y'all.